With all 4 LRs of the Global Dokkan celebration now released in-game, it's time to update the rankings for the top 10 LRs in the game. We'll mainly be ranking them based on their performance across the various difficult content stages in the game, with Special Battle Stage 1 in particular serving as the benchmark. Let's get started with number 10, LR Tien. Tien reduces damage taken from the first hit in a turn by 75%, and gains an additional 20% damage reduction for 3 turns after receiving an attack in slot 1. This means that Tien can get up to 95% damage reduction for the first hit he receives, making him invincible to any big boss super out the gate. He also gains 30% damage reduction for the turn after receiving an attack, meaning he has 50% damage reduction after the first hit in slot 1, which combined with his high defensive stat makes Tien a very reliable tank. In slots 2 or 3, Tien gains massive stats and a 70% chance to dodge for the turn when attacking. However, the thing that helps Tien out the most in the current meta is his Ki Blast counter. Tien has a high chance to nullify and counter Ki Blast super attacks, with a guaranteed chance to counter Ki Blast supers from Kamehameha category enemies. All of the difficult bosses in the game, with the exception of Special Battle Omega Shenron, possess a Ki Blast super, and over half of them are a part of the Kamehameha category. This means that Tien is practically impervious to most of the scariest super attacks in the game, and he is a dominant force in the special battle stages. Coming in at number 9 is LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. His Great Ape form serves as a team protector mechanic and can take away the boss's super attack and toxic mechanics. Furthermore, his stacking and support from his passive and 18 key super allow him to excel in every tough fight in the game. However, Super Saiyan 4 Goku can get caught very easily by Goku Black in Special Battle. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a unit who gets all of his defense after attacking, so Goku Black's AoE towards the end of the fight can one-shot Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Even after attacking, a super attack from a built-up Goku Black can also one-shot Super Saiyan 4 Goku. However, this isn't as big of an issue now thanks to the release of Carnival LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The Great Ape Power and GT Heroes teams are capable of blitzing Special Battle Stage 1 in just a few turns due to Gogeta's ridiculous damage output. This means that it is far less likely to see Super Saiyan 4 Goku get sniped by a super, or even by Goku Black's AoEs, as you are safe with him the turn he transforms and are wrapping up the fight before Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes back around. He can be argued as 1 or 2 spots higher, but Super Saiyan 4 Goku is without a doubt one of the strongest LRs in the game, and is worthy of the number 9 position. At number 8 I have LR Super Gogeta. Super Gogeta has fallen down quite a few spots due to his lackluster performance in Special Battle during his initial turns. The main flaw with LR Super Gogeta compared to his Vegeta counterpart is his ability to tank in base. For whatever reason, he doubles up on guard for his first 3 turns instead of gaining damage reduction, which severely hinders his ability to tank big boss supers and AoEs. He takes massive damage from Goku Black's AoE attacks, and is unable to effectively tank supers from Goku Black and Zamasu even after supering. His main strength in that fight is his ability to Ghost Usher an enemy, and gain the ability to guarantee dodge all attacks for 3 turns starting from turn 4. However, you have to pray he doesn't get supered at all until you reach turn 4 or 5, which is difficult to accomplish in that fight. He still dominates every other event in the game, including Festival of Battles, and fares much better in the other special battle stages. At number 7 comes LR God Goku and Vegeta. The LR Gods are a supremely good unit on their first appearance in their God and Blue forms, as they gain 77% damage reduction, making them invincible for 2 turns. One flaw that both 7th anniversary LR share is that if you get them on their second appearance and they don't have access to their active skills, they can get caught by big boss supers. However, the reason why the LR Gods are ranked a bit lower than the LR Super Saiyan 4s is their abilities once transformed. While physical LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has a great chance to counter supers and gains damage reduction per rainbow key sphere obtained, the LR Gods only gain a 10% chance to dodge enemies' attacks per rainbow key sphere obtained. Combined with their medium chance to dodge all attacks at the start of turn, on average they are sitting at a 60% chance to dodge, while LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has a baseline 70% chance to nullify super attacks, while also being more competent defensively. Despite this, they are still a busted unit in almost every way and can dominate every tough event in the game, short or long. Number 6. LR Omega Shenron. The first Global Dokkan Celebration LR on the list, LR Omega unfortunately ranks the lowest out of the 4 LRs. Omega Shenron's biggest strength is his powerful support abilities. For his first 4 turns, Omega gives extreme class allies 2 ki and 70% attack, supercharging the damage of everyone on the team. Additionally, with 1 Rainbow Ki Sphere obtained, for 2 turns he raises extreme class allies defense by 70% and gives 10% damage reduction for GT bosses category allies. This means that on a double Omega lead, extreme class allies would gain 140% defense, and GT bosses characters would gain a further 20% damage reduction, including Omega himself. He is as busted of a support unit as the LR Super Saiyan Trio were a year ago, if not more so when you consider the fact that Omega also has a domain that further buffs the damage of everyone on the team. Omega does an incredible amount of lifting for his team, but therein lies one of his biggest issues. The units around Omega just aren't good enough. With the exception of LR Goku Black and Zamasu, and maybe LR Nova Shenron, the rest of the units on the team can get caught pretty easily and aren't capable of being reliable slot 1 options. This results in Omega having to sit in slot 1 most of the time, and even he can get killed by the hardest hitting bosses in the game. He is very powerful both offensively and defensively, but he really needs better linking partners and options for his team before he can be considered to be higher on the list. Entering the top 5, we have the following units comprising the top half of this list: LR Super Saiyan 4s, LR Tech Super Vegeta, LR Blue Goku plus Vegeta, LR Goku Black plus Zamasu, and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This top 5 can be rearranged in several ways, but in my opinion these are without a doubt the 5 most powerful units in the game right now. At number 5 I have LR Super Vegeta. Super Vegeta's downfall has been massively exaggerated. Against Special Battle Stage 1, he holds up better than 99% of the game despite the fight being designed to specifically counter him. In slots 2 or 3, the Goku portion of the card can easily tank Goku Black's AoE anywhere from double digits to 100k, despite having type and class disadvantage. After super attacking in slots 2 or 3, LR Tech Vegeta boasts 90% damage reduction, allowing him to easily tank both Goku Black and Zamasu's super attacks for very little damage. From turn 5 and onwards, while Super Vegeta with his active can get one-shot by a built-up Goku Black, with just 1 turn of defensive stacks as Vegeta, Super Vegeta can survive Goku Black's super attack. Furthermore, you can also choose to break the Potara instead of transforming into Super Vegeta to survive Goku Black's onslaught depending on how built up Goku Black is. For a fight that is designed to specifically counter LR Super Vegeta, he can still perform very well, and many people including myself have no item this fight with a double Tech Vegeta lead. LR Super Vegeta can also obliterate the other 3 special battle stages, and no other unit in the game dominates both Festival of Battles and the Red Zone stages on the same level as he does. I was this close to putting him a bit higher on this list, but ultimately decided against it when taking into account how the units above him perform in Special Battle Stage 1. At number 4 I have LR Goku Black plus Zamasu. LR Goku Black is a powerhouse of a unit and one of the best tanks in the game. Both this unit and the Blue Goku plus Vegeta stack attack by 50% on their 18 ki super, allowing their active skill attacks to do insane damage. With 60% damage reduction in guard, Goku Black can tank almost every super attack in the game, with the exception of the last few phases of Festival of Battles and fully built up Special Battle Goku Black and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And that is what holds him back from placing higher on this list. He is nearly unkillable for the first few turns in Stage 1, but is unable to tank Goku Black once he starts building up his attack. The other 3 units above LR Goku Black have the potential to survive deep into the fight, whereas LR Goku Black cannot at all, and needs to rely on attack lowering to eat a full power super. His extreme class and Future Saga restrictions, although not too big of an issue, is also more severe than LR Blue Goku plus Vegeta's restriction and can limit the amount of setups LR Goku Black has. The Zamasu portion of the card can deal absurd damage when HP is below 60%, but he is even worse defensively than Goku Black, so you end up not using him often in special battle. He could be argued as third on this list, but his inability to survive against the pinnacle of boss supers places him at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Just like the LR gods, the LR Super Saiyan 4s are invincible during their initial turn as well as their first turn transformed. They share the same weakness in base as the LR gods, but as previously mentioned, what makes the LR Super Saiyan 4s better than the gods is their abilities once transformed. Not only does physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta have a great chance to counter enemy super attacks, he also possesses a scouter ability. This allows you to see exactly where the boss is going to super, which makes it far easier to get off Gogeta's counter. This counter allows him to completely shut down super attacks from tough bosses, and he also deals a ludicrous amount of damage when he gets his counter off. He also has an attack break on 18 key super, which can be very helpful in getting rid of special battle Goku Black's AoE or super attack. On top of all this, the LR Super Saiyan 4s now have a perfect linking partner in Carnival LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which further heightens their stats. This unit is a must-run against every difficult content stage in the game and is comfortably sitting as the third best unit in the game. The second best unit in the game is LR Super Saiyan Blue Goku plus Vegeta, which means Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is number 1 on this list. I originally had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at 2, but when you look at the state of the game right now, it is perfectly catered around Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. As previously mentioned, almost all of the tough bosses in the game possess Ki Blast supers, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has a 70% chance to nullify and counter Ki Blast super attacks, while having a guaranteed chance to counter when HP is below 70%. Furthermore, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's damage output is far higher during the first few turns of the fight than almost every unit on the list. Gogeta is at max power right away, so against the current most difficult events in the game, which are almost all short content, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta annihilates the bosses within a few turns. While he can take damage from Goku Black's normals once he starts building up his attack, Gogeta has access to his active skill by then, which deals absurd damage while also increasing Gogeta's stats by 70% for the turn. You are often wrapping up the fight before Gogeta can even take the full brunt of Goku Black's normals. Not to mention he dominates every other event in the game. Even in Festival of Battles, Gogeta can serve as an effective floater and has access to his active skill as well as the active skills of the 10th anniversary LRs to cover for him against Gogeta's and Vegeta's normals at the end. Similarly, LR Super Saiyan Blue Goku plus Vegeta is also capable of completely dominating every event in the game. Blue Goku is perhaps the best tank in the game, having 70% damage reduction, an 80% chance to dodge enemies' attacks, and raising all allies' defense by 60% for one turn on his 18 key super. Blue Vegeta, just like the Zamasu portion of LR Goku Black plus Zamasu, can deal jaw-dropping amounts of damage in slot 3 and has access to one of the strongest actives in the game. For 4 turns, Vegeta guards all attacks and gives Future Saga category allies 15% attack and defense, and an additional 10% defense for Bond of Parent and Child category characters. This active skill attack deals massive damage to the enemy and greatly increases this unit's attack and defensive stats and gives both the Goku and Vegeta portion of the unit guard, further enhancing their defensive capabilities. They are an incredibly comfortable run in every single team and event, and are defensively superior to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. However, the reason I decided to give the edge to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is because at this current point in time, he is perfectly tailored to the design of the hardest content in the game. His defensive support and high damage output out the gate, combined with his ability to counter Ki Blast supers, allows him to dominate the game more effectively than every unit on this list. While the other units in the top 5 will most likely age better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, his near unmatched effectiveness and current difficult content earns him the title of the #1 LR in the game.